Hi everybody and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. This reading is for Gemini for the 21st of January 2019 and it's a general reading so may not suit everyone, but hopefully there's a message here just for you. Enjoy. Okay, let's have a look at these top three cards. Now we have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, both in reverse, and the Queen of Cups. Now, is there something that you have going round and round in your head? And even though, it's something that you're obsessing about, is there maybe no point in it? Because has a plan already been arranged? Or has the thing that you are obsessing over already been done? And all these extra thoughts can lead you down different paths and you know put things in your head that may not help the greater plan, and it seems to be pointless anyway because it's possibly already been decided. And are all these extra thoughts just helping you to delay going into action? Now, does this have something to do with finances or resources that you're dealing with? Are you maybe not sure about a plan, even though you know that this is what you're going to do, but are you maybe just looking for alternatives that you're so focused on that it's stopping you from moving to do what the plan is for this? And is it because maybe you're feeling that if you go ahead with that plan, you're going to lose out? Are you going to maybe think you're going to lose money? Or is the plan possibly a little bit concerning that you won't recoup money? Because the materialism side of things here seems to be the focus. And there is somebody coming into your life, or possibly somebody that is close to you and already knows the situation. Are they maybe trying to develop a relationship with you so that they can help you to maybe see a clearer path in what you're doing? Or even help you to develop your intuition so that you don't have to do all this overthinking and delaying. Let's move these cards over to the side. Okay, right. Now, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, are you already pretty successful in what you're doing? Because are you maybe doing something to excess? And what this is doing is leaving you with a little bit of, dissatisfaction. Because do you maybe feel that you should be having more success than you have been? And even though, this success is there and you're working so hard on it that, you can't really see the bigger picture. Whenever you're around people, are you still maybe rubbing it in that, you're so successful? And that could cause people to, move away from you, because all of these cups appear to be empty because you've used them all up. And could it be that, you're so caught up in the materialistic side that because of this overworking and rubbing it in people's faces of your success, that not only are people moving away from you because of that smugness, but are they also moving away from you because are you maybe becoming intolerant of them? Are you maybe more grumpy round about them because they're taking your focus off of the work? Because you don't seem to have as much time for people now, because everything is about this materialistic side. And, you're so focused on getting everything done for this business side of things. That's all that you're doing. The people side of things are just non-existent because all these cups are empty. So is there maybe some selfishness on your part about your time and who you spend it with? Let's move on to the next set of cards, and we have Temperance in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. Now, there is a definite imbalance here, because all of this overwork and lack of people in your life, has made things a little bit one-sided. Because you're not having the time for people. So it's going to turn out at some point that people are not going to have the time for you. Because you don't think along the same paths. Because possibly the people round about you are more concerned of the social side of life rather than the materialistic side. And it could be, moving on to the Hierophant, that, they think that all you are worried about is money. And the grumpiness that you've had, because you don't have time for them. So whenever you have to make time for them, it's more under obligation, and that comes across. So people feel that, you don't have the time for them. And that has an effect on the relationship. Because people don't want to be around someone who doesn't want to be around them. So it could be that they feel that the time you spend with them, you're doing it out of obligation. And it's more of a lie than a real feeling. So, it could be that you're pushing the people away, even though you don't realise it, because you're so caught up in the provision of all this money. Let's move down to the next set of cards, and we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. Now, are you still maybe chasing this illusion of fame or a higher standing in what you believe is your community? And fame or, this status that you want to achieve is not something that you can handle. It's not tangible. It's not something that you can hold in your hand. So it could be that it's something that you may never feel that you're going to achieve. Is that maybe why you're working all of these hours and focused only on this? Because you want that standing within your particular community? Is that maybe where the smugness comes in? Because, you're trying to promote how well you're doing because you want that standing. But it's not something that, you're ever going to feel that you've reached, because it's an illusion. Just like fame. Because you'll never ever feel that you ever get to that pinnacle. And, in fighting to do this and spending all this time, and getting caught up in all this work to get this standing, are you maybe, going to lose more than you gain? Because money can't hug you. Money can't show you unconditional love. It's a thing. And it could be that when you do need that physical contact and an emotional connection, that you find that it's not there because, you've put so much energy into these other things that you've lost the most important part of it, even if you don't see it. But, excuse me, there is someone that's coming into your life that's about to give you a little bit of reality rubbing. Because this person here is going to tell you exactly how it is, what it is that you're doing. And you're spending all this time getting all these things done, and you're ignoring the people in your life, and they're going to tell you exactly what it is you're doing and how you're doing it. Because as it may be that they've done a similar thing? Do they maybe see the same things in you that they've experienced? And they can maybe see the path that you're going to go down. So could it be that they're not wanting that for you? So this could be a personal connection. Now let's move on to the next set of cards, and we've got an extra one there, so I'll move that over to the side just now. And we have the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, all you're trying to do is bring your wealth of knowledge into the real world. To make the money that you want to make and make it something that's profitable for you. You want a tangible result. And understanding how all this knowledge and experience of this way of life, of this, path that you're walking, and you want to see how it can be put into practice for you, practically. But the thing is that what this person here can see is that you're not seeing the deeper level here. You're not seeing that all the success are going to have consequences down the line that may not be physical. And as much as you want to keep things on a practical level, on a physical level, on a monetary level, the consequences for that are going to be emotional, possibly. And that's what this person is trying to explain to you. And they want you to have this wonderful life that you are aiming for. It's not that they want to take anything away, but they want you to have a good life. And that's not just about money. Because if you are having people move away from you, then all you're going to be left with is the resources that you've bought. And you could then decide that you want to spend time with people. And you can be very generous and, similar to this card, be the person who holds the party and, I can afford this, so let's do it at mine, and, let's see my wonderful house. But at the end of the day, regardless of how much you want to socialise for that goal, you're going to be feeling left out at the end of the day because there's no real connection there. That's just a party for some people. And it's not going to give you the emotional result that you're looking for. And you're going to be left looking for a life that is not going to be possible for you. Because the people that you wanted to be around you when you get to this goal of being affluent and having all of this stuff round about you, that, you've pushed them away so much that have you maybe lost your opportunity? Because they may not be interested anymore. Because of this work ethic and how you go about things and how you treat people when not at work has, you know, tarnished the relationship, that they just don't want to do it. Let's bring these cards back. We have the Four of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Cups. Now, you have been going over and over something, and even though all of these different thoughts don't seem to, to align for you, you can't stop thinking about them, because all of these thoughts are about money. You can put plans in place for all of this money that you're going to aim to have. But what are you going to lose in order to get that? And there is someone there that wants to build a relationship with you and wants to help you develop, and they're emotionally invested in you. So this could be someone that loves you, someone that you know on a personal level, friend or family member, or, long time partner or lover. And they can see that you're going down the path where all that's on your focus is money. And it could be that they can understand where you're coming from, but, all of this useless obsessing about money is maybe not as much as important as the emotional connections. Okay, I'm going to stop blethering on now because I've said the same thing about 10 times. Now, if this has raised questions with yourself about whether you're working too much and whether because of that you're not spending time with loved ones, or, you think that maybe everything here is rubbish because the money side of things is extremely important, and I agree, it is. You have to have a comfortable home that manages to support you in a way that you all enjoy. So it has to be something that you're able to build from. But does it have to be a mansion? You can do that just as easily, in a house, in a flat. Okay. I would think that this reading is more for highlighting issues that are possibly going on in your life that maybe you're not realising is happening, or you're so focused on the monetary side of things that you don't realise the damage that you're doing socially. So I would believe that this reading is more to highlight these issues, or possibly answer a question that you may have regarding one or two issues with each card. And I hopefully have highlighted something here that has given you an answer or given you a new train of thought or way of looking at something. And it has been helpful for you today. Now, I'm going to leave it there and I hope that I see you next week. Bye.